Nevada from 7SIGNAL here. I hope you're enjoying the conference as much as I am. I wanted to take a few minutes to update you on some of the cool new stuff we're doing in Mobileye. So since the spring, our customers have had a huge influx of work from home and remote users they have to support. So we've made a lot of updates here to the tool in order to help support those users. And so let's jump right in. So what we're looking at here in Mobileye is all the data we've collected from this Windows laptop, one of our work from home users. He's running our agent and it runs in the background silently, collects all the client-side Wi-Fi data it can collect and uploads it to the cloud where you can use it for troubleshooting and analysis. This is cool. We run on Windows, Mac OS, Android, and now the iGel Linux platform. With more Linux platforms in the pipeline. So just to get a feel for all the data we're collecting from this machine, we get its transmit data rate, the channel scan results from the machine, which is awesome to be able to go back in time and see sort of a light Wi-Fi scanner view of the RF from this client's perspective. Of course, we collect the signal strength and the SSID and AP it's been connected to. But one of the surprising things we're able to collect as well is the channel utilization of the connected or the channel it's operating on, along with the station count of the AP we're connected to. Of course, we can get those metrics from the beacon frames that we're analyzing. But back to this laptop, he's a work from home user. And he's had some Wi-Fi issues, easy to see in the timelines we've got here. One of the surprising issues is a roaming issue. And look at this. He's on his work from home network, and he's having a roaming issue. So what we've seen is a big increase in the need for effective roaming at home because of mesh AP deployments, where the home has multiple APs, and now that requires the clients there to roam effectively between those APs. And that's not always the case. So we found this roaming issue. So from the client itself, we can see it's got low RSSI, and there's another AP nearby that would have provided better signal strength if it had roamed over there. Of course, coverage issues, pretty simple problem in the enterprise, but for remote users, it's hard to troubleshoot without visibility like this. We know that people that aren't radio nerds like us take their routers and stuff them in the back of the closet, behind the refrigerator, anywhere besides where it'll provide the best performance. And you can talk through, hey, are you close enough to your router? Can you bring it out into the open? But having the true client RSSI confirms if those interventions worked or not. So of course that's very, very handy. And then we've got some co-channel interference and ACI issues we've discovered. Here we can drill in and see if maybe a auto RF algorithm has put APs on the same channel, or a neighboring AP from another organization is on the same channel. Here we've just got a warning. We've got two APs with their primaries on channel 149 overlapping, but channel utilization was low, so not a major problem. It's just something to be aware of. If we can correct that, that would be nice. Additionally, besides all the really nice, layer 1, layer 2 Wi-Fi data that we collect and analyze, we also do a little bit of active testing, like ping testing. So we can ping some custom endpoints like this Skype for Business gateway, just to make sure we've got the appropriate amount of latency to make sure that their voice quality is going to be good. We could even ping an internal server on the enterprise network. That'll help us see, what performance is like and availability of that server, but also let us know if the VPN connection is up, because sometimes that's an issue as well. And of course, that starts out as a Wi-Fi problem until we prove that it isn't. And then another nice thing that we do in the active testing front is upload and download throughput testing. So you can see when he was on the corporate SSID during this period, his upload throughput and download throughput really fast. No problem with that's going to make everything work really well. At home, very constrained upload throughput, which is very typical of residential internet connections, at least here in the US. And if you have multiple people at home, maybe kids doing remote schooling and parents working from home, and everybody's trying to do video calling, this upload throughput becomes a bottleneck. So we can keep an eye on that, but for this user, it hasn't been an issue. Additionally, we've got some really handy reports where we can start proactively identifying those remote users that are having the most issues. So here we're looking at all the same Wi-Fi problems we saw on that single device view, and now we're just grouping them by access point. So sorting this by coverage, I can see whoever is using this TP-Link AP is having some pretty serious coverage issues, and we might want to contact them and work through what they're going through. Congestion as well, we can sort this and see, where are the congestion issues. This is a handy problem because we collect not only throughput data, but channel utilization as well, so we can get a feel for what's the nature of the congestion, right? Is it high channel utilization, high CCI, 2.4 gigahertz environment in a dense residential area? Or is it something else where maybe there's an issue upstream from the AP? Here we've got a very healthy data rate and RSSI. Channel utilization's under control, but our throughput is low. So maybe it's something upstream. So a lot of value there in helping to limit the scope of troubleshooting by providing data like that. But anyway, that's just a quick look at some of the new stuff we're doing with Mobileye. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference, and I'm open to any questions or comments. Thanks.
Okay, I'm here with Jim, and normally I'm in Ohio, but right now I'm in North Carolina, and Jim is still in Ohio. Sorry, Jim, I got to leave.
I think I'd rather be in North Carolina. It's starting to get a little cold down here.
Yes, it's cooling off in Ohio now. Well, wanted to talk to you about one of the cool new things that you guys are doing at 7SIGNAL, and that is this option of a Linux-based type of Mobileye. Tell us about what's going on with that.
Yeah, we're really excited to start getting that out the door. We, a lot of our healthcare customers and other customers are migrating to Linux-based thin clients. So, that means a new supplicant, new drivers, even if they're using the same hardware. And so the Wi-Fi performance changes. So, we decided it's time to come out with an agent for Linux. And our first releases will be for, those thin client platforms that our major customers are using. So we're starting with the iGel platform, and then we're going to expand from there. And I think after that, you'll see us, branch out into some kind of just mainline, standard flavors of Linux that'll make the tool even more broadly applicable. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, that's definitely very exciting. And so 7SIGNAL is right up the road from me. And so I'm well aware of the company's history and things been going on there. And you joined them quite a while ago now, actually. It's been in terms of modern technology time. But just tell us a little bit about what your experience has been so far working with 7SIGNAL.
Yeah, it's been great. We've been around for a while, but we really operate like a startup. So we're really nimble. We're growing very quickly, and we're able to pivot and be very responsive to customer feedback. And we saw in the spring with the coronavirus pandemic that all of a sudden our customers' needs changed, and they needed to support this work from home and remote workforce. and we were very quickly able to roll out new features and capabilities that they needed. So that's been awesome.
Awesome. Well, glad to hear you're enjoying the experience there. And we are just about out of time for our Q&A, but I did want to point out, I noticed a question or two came in the Q&A during our discussion. So what I want to do is encourage people to go and visit Jim and the rest of the 7SIGNAL team over in the exhibitor area. So if you click on the exhibitor area, it will take you into the exhibitors. You can go into 7SIGNAL's area, and I know they'll be glad to spend time with you answering any questions that you have. Isn't that right, Jim?
Absolutely.
All right, Jim, thanks for joining us today, and best of luck to all of you.
Thanks, everybody.